Can we beat burnout? Well, of course we can. We just need to know what causes it and how to turn it around. My name's Joanna Martin. I'm the founder of One of Many, and we're an organisation committed to helping women leaders increase their impact without burning out. And we need to understand what causes it. From my perspective, one of the key drivers of burnout in women is a requirement for a behaviour which falls into a kind of pattern, and I call that pattern Superwoman. Culturally, because of the countries we're born into, then we find ourselves in a workplace which asks so much of us. And then many of us are also multitasking around family and community. We have this unconscious drive to have to perform and deliver and provide and participate at an immensely high level. And it's celebrated, achievement, busyness. We think that we are very valuable when we're very busy and when we don't have 5 minutes peace. But this constancy, this kind of, drive operating at that level all of the time, here's the problem. That kind of level of focus, that level of kind of competitiveness, almost aggression, like running at life, in that kind of mode, that is moderated in our bodies. That kind of energy is moderated by hormones. And in the male body and in the female body, the hormones that are available to us are different. If you think about it, men have a lot of the hormone testosterone. Now, testosterone, if you were to inject me or you right now with testosterone, we would become aggressive, focused, and very competitive, right? That's what the hormone does. Men have a load more testosterone than women do. But if a woman is trying to compete, get things done, focus in that same way, after she's my hypothesis, this is not the truth by the way, this is my hypothesis around it, is that we then rely on adrenaline, the nearest neighbor, the adrenaline cortisol stress axis to keep us focused, driven, push through, get things done. Yeah? Now, when we do that for any length of time, we can expect on the back of that to get burnout. It's a very physical state. If you measure the hormones of people, you notice that they've got it depends on the stage of burnout that goes through high stress hormones, and then they get absolutely deplete when someone reaches what's called adrenal insufficiency. You might have heard of, ME or chronic fatigue or fibromyalgia, these chronic exhaustive conditions that come on the back end of chronic burnout. So we need to understand that there's lots of pieces that shape this clinical picture of burnout. One is the culture. It's the culture of the country that celebrates individualism, success of the individual, competition, achievement. It's also the workplace culture, which is very similar. It's then someone's upbringing, high achievers, type A personalities that have had their achievement acknowledged and approved of over the years, are driven to want even more of that, right? So that contributes to it as well. Or even the feeling that a lot of people also burn out from overgiving, not knowing where to set their boundaries, not knowing when to say no. Yes, I can help. Yes, I can help. Yes, I can do that. I'll do that too. And not knowing when enough is enough. This is the thing. There's so many pieces to the puzzle. And all of that lands in a physiology, in a body, which is more or less able to deal with those stressors. So when we approach burnout, we need to approach it in many ways. It's not enough for a woman just to take some time off and rest and then go straight back into the environments that were causing the issues in the first place. She needs to almost kind of have a new operating system installed. Her own software in our own internal computer needs to be installed so that she has a new way of operating. Now, she could then go back into the old environment, knowing how to set boundaries, knowing how to operate from a different place, knowing where her enough is, and things could go well for her. Or it might be an environmental change as well, to one that is more conducive to her being able to have that space. That's down to the individual. But we need to realize it's a multifaceted approach. So if you're suffering from burnout or you know someone who is, I'm interested for you. How does this land with you? These drives towards it, how it could manifest itself in the body. What's landed with you today? What is it that you think's worth sharing with somebody else? And if you like the video, please let us know by hitting the big old like button and sharing it with some friends as well. We'd be most grateful. And let's really make a stand to end burnout in not only women, but men as well, by understanding all of the factors that contribute to it. I'll speak to you again soon.